Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a daily psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energies, seeing what divine messages of guidance comes through. Welcome back, subscribers. Welcome in, new people. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're enjoying the unfolding of your path to becoming more yourself. All right, I'm going to start with some oracle cards. What do we need to know today? What's the most important messages? Magical map shifter in reverse. Magical map shifter in reverse, number 52. Talisman in reverse. Spark. All right. I'm getting that in the past you had this belief, a set of beliefs of how things are done. And this is how we do it. And that's, maybe that worked in that energy in that time, but there's something shifting in how things are done that and I'm also getting some of you allowed someone else to dampen your spark. Really, it's only you that dampened your spark, but it's like you gave your power away to someone, and now it looks like you're realizing, like, I'm the best navigator for my life. I'm the best person to decide what direction to take. Maybe you were told growing up that you were messed up or you didn't know what you were doing. It feels like chronic giving your decision-making skills up to someone else, not trusting yourself. All right, and then what I'm getting with talisman in reverse is permission slips. A lot of times we use beliefs as permission slips to get us to something that we're wanting. So some people use crystals as a permission slip to clear energy. We can do all these things on our own. However, if we have a belief that works for us, then it's like a permission slip. By the way, that permission slip is not my wording. It's Daryl Anka Bashar, who uses the idea of a permission slip. At least that's where I heard this. And I like this. I feel like you're creating new permission slips to create the world you want, create your version of the world, to become the person you want to become. And you're releasing old beliefs around being stuck. If you can create permission slips to create whatever you want, and you believe it and you feel it and you're like, this is it, that might just be for you or whoever also is on that same permission slip ride. I hope I'm explaining this correctly, or so you can understand. So it looks like you're also letting go of anything that was the opposite of a permission slip, a belief of lack or of not having the power to do something or not capable of doing something. It's like you're switching up your belief system, and you've got this new spark of life, this new beginning, it feels like, coming in. So, all right, let's take a look at your tarot cards. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you would like a reading where I look at your specific energy, your specific questions, there's a link in the description box below. So much fun meeting so many of you in that one-on-one space. Hello, everybody. All right. In the past we have the Page of Pentacles. Ambitious, taking an opportunity and moving it forward. This might be a beginning. I feel like you have what you need to move this forward. It might be a little different than how you imagined, how you expected things to turn out. Yeah, this is around your work or something that you've been working on, something you've been mastering. Wow, you went from Page of Pentacles to Eight of Pentacles. So you took this opportunity and it feels like just so much focus and attention on that pentacle, on creating whatever this is, on mastering this skill. So now you have 8 pentacles. We're still in the past. Another 8. Okay, so it looks like in the past you took this skill, this tangible opportunity that you have, and worked it as far as you could. But it feels like and looks like you expanded that aspect of yourself to such a degree, like focusing on mastering something. However, that left a lot that was left unbalanced in your energetic field. Maybe focusing on pentacles and this work and not focusing on the heart space. So you couldn't move forward in that energy until you dealt with the other rooms in your house. And so there was something in your house that was emotionally unfulfilling that you left. You left to find your blessings. You left to find emotional fulfillment, your dreams, what you really want. It looks like you kept your moves hidden, kept quiet. I don't feel like you're sneaky, like deceptive, but it feels like you're figuring things out in the past and figuring out in a very logical way, actually. And you ended a cycle. You ended a cycle around staying. I feel like you ended a cycle around not leaving things that are emotionally unsatisfying. There's something about living more in the ego, and you decided to care less about how others are perceiving you and just focus on you, what you want to create, what you want. I just heard that made all the difference. So it's not about a selfish ego. I want to do what I want to do. It's a soul yearning, like moving towards what is fulfilling for you on a soul level. And if someone sees that as being incredibly selfish, it's probably because you were giving so much of your energy to them and not towards your own development. You weren't stepping into being the main character of your own story. You were the support character, maybe for many people. And so, yeah, I could see people trying to throw that in your face as being selfish. Or you might have felt that, which is part of the letting go of toxic over friendliness, like doormat type of energy. That might just be for a few of you. So, hello, my name's Wendy, and I'm a former doormat. Yeah. It's been 3 weeks since no. All right. And present energy is the star. So the star card comes after a tower. So something came apart, something didn't work out, but you're healing. You're more than healing. I'm getting you really have that star quality. Let's see if there are any writing prompts. I feel like you are an inspiration. There's this renewal, this healing, this rejuvenation. You might be even feeling like a younger version of yourself as you're following your soul path, as you're deciding to take control of your own storyline. Yeah, you have a very different relationship with the past than you ever have. I feel like there was a lot of victimhood and ignoring toxic qualities. And now I feel like you're healing a lot from your past and past upsets, and you're celebrating, you're having fun. Feels like a lot of celebration, get-togethers. You know, I've done all this healing and done all this balancing. It's time to have some fun with the people around me whom I love and care about, and who love and care about me. Feels like a lot of fun. Loving, belonging. There's this energy in present time around 5 of Swords and 9 of Swords. So something about messages, manipulation, anxiety, worry, competition, someone winning at any cost. It's interesting because it looks like these messages coming in maybe in the past would have set you into an emotional state, but it feels like you're able to really feel your feelings without becoming your feelings. It's like you're not amplifying. Someone is telling a story, and it feels frustrating, maybe even rage and anger for some of you. jumping right into defensive mode. But then there's some type of like, I don't like this. I don't like how this is making me feel. So let's clarify. Who's bringing the Five of Swords? Where's the Five of Swords energy coming from? What do we need to know about the Five of Swords? So it looks like someone in current energy is in Empress in reverse mode. And it looks like this Empress in reverse, not only is she Empress in reverse, so this is the vice versa tarot deck. That's the Empress in reverse on the front of the card. From this perspective, we're not only is she in reverse, but her back's turned to us. So I feel like this is someone, a feminine energy, might be have a powerful position, someone you haven't talked to in a long time. They've turned their back on you, or you turn their back on, there's some type of distance and back turned energy. And so it looks like I'm getting like a grudge. Someone wants to take a shot at the title. Someone who definitely does not like to see you in the star energy, doesn't want to see you shine, doesn't want to see you happy. It feels like as a result of this shining, this you healing, you coming up and celebrating with others, just activates this energy. Jealousy. Oh, I just saw the Tower and Justice. Yeah, I feel like this definitely just bothers the bejeezy out of this person that you're having success. And they feel this like competition. This is a mother wound, like a very punishing energy. Someone who has unhealed mother wounds and had a very punishing mother themselves, who showed them, how we punish, how we use words and paint pictures with our words to project limitations onto others. This is some a little bit of curse energy, not gonna lie. But the thing is, I feel like you're just staying very calm. There's a maturity level here from you, realizing that this is their issue. It really doesn't have anything to do with you, other than they don't like your light. They're focusing on, it's a focus on gatekeeping and keeping people down and punishing anyone because of a jealousy of light, instead of, well, if you want that light, then why don't you focus on your own light and healing, instead of gatekeeping and trying to douse out someone else's light. What else do we need to know about this? Oh, interesting. So I feel like this person that I'm talking about, interesting. They're very, feels like there's messages of love, apology. an apology. From this energy, but they're in reverse. They're in 5 of Swords and 9 of Swords. They're in a nightmare. It looks like you accept the apology. It looks like you're at least considering accepting this apology from this person. Feels like a step in the right direction. So you accept this apology. It's a little apology. It's not, does not feel like this person has fully accepted all, but it's a step in the right direction. But they're in this manipulative space. They're in this deceptive nightmare space, and they're not abundant. They're not fertile. They're not secure. They're not stable. They're not in a good headspace. They're in their emotions. What do we need to know? It's interesting. Apology, though. There's an apology. And it looks like you accept it, even though it's from this energy. Oh, I feel like, okay, you've got a great deal of compassion. You're not ignorant of, you see clearly this person is not in a good place. They haven't changed. They're still really in it. They're still in that separation energy, that and competition. But I feel like you've got a lot of grace and compassion. Doesn't mean you like invite them back in and invite them to your table, but it feels like you recognize in this person an aspect of yourself. Maybe when you were in the Empress in reverse, maybe when you were in a more toxic state, and it feels like you're willing to take a gamble on this connection, on this person. It doesn't feel like I'm gonna now let you all the way in, buddy, but it feels like, all right, an apology is a good start. Just a little increment. You are holding that 10 of Cups intention and energy in your space. Lasting love. And if they can follow up, if there's truth to their words, then yeah, there's a space for you here. Even if it doesn't feel like this person at this time can manage that, can reach that vibration because they're in lower. It feels like, I don't know, there's just this open heart. Not, you're in King of Cups energy, so it's not being reckless with your heart and all the healing. This does not feel like someone, yeah, I don't know who this is. I'm curious who this is in your story. So, all right, in the middle of your reading is the Hierophant. These are messages from your higher self. Hierophant, your connection with Source, Creator, the I am that I am. Being so connected that you have access to information to help yourself and others around you. This is also talking about conformity, knowledge, and beliefs, like a traditional way of doing things. What do we need to know about the Hierophant? Wow. Okay. That's a story. All right. It just has a lot. It's around traditions, traditional ways of thinking about breakups, that there's no love and that someone has to be victorious to find peace. So, interesting. So, in a traditional ego-driven relationship breakup, someone, maybe both feel victimized, a victim to the situation, and there's just no love left. No love. So I hate the person. In the absence of love, I hate this person now, and I'm going to punish them. I'm going to make them suffer. So that doesn't feel like unconditional love. So there's some type of traditional way of breaking up that you're shifting to, it didn't work. It wasn't a match. The time was over. Anything other than trying to make the person you were with out to be a monster. Even if, because it takes two. It feels like there's some type of maturity in realizing your part of the street. Okay. And so, interesting, right below the Empress in reverse and with her back turned is the Emperor. Again, the vice versa, there's the Emperor in reverse and same as the Empress above. So this is in regards to a masculine energy, unstable, not in communication. This could be more like a father wound. Yeah, this is a father wound. This is, I get the feeling this wound is like a father figure, your dad, who's just so like overwhelmed with feeling the pressure of financially, finds the traditional family setup where the masculine provides for the family like as an obligation, as a weight, as it's just no fun. And I feel like everybody in the household can feel this, like doesn't feel loved. It's not an honor, this masculine energy, it's more about power and control and punishing, again, that punishing energy, instead of it's an honor to take care of my family because I love them, because I love my kids, because I love my spouse. There's not that. Yeah. So everybody in this household feels like they're a burden. And so they have to work really hard to please, like, oh gosh, thank you so much for taking care of us. So it's constantly that feeling like I'm not enough or I'm too much. I'm a burden Yeah, boy. And this energy, there's no healthy boundaries allowed. There's a enmeshment. And so you have no bodily autonomy. You have no mental autonomy. You're not allowed to have emotional autonomy. You're not separate. You are, mine. So this is being owned by masculine energy. Whew. Let's just all take a little breath here. Feels like a lot of these energies coming up to be released. So if I'm triggering something or activating something that's coming up as frustrating and irritable, and yes, I recognize this, it's coming up to be acknowledged and released. Yeah, and then there's this abandonment. So that male energy, abandoning families, deadbeat dad type of energy here, no one feeling loved and supported and cared for in the home. So boy, so this is divine feminine and divine masculine, father and mother wounds. Okay, that's a lot. All right, you're challenged this week, right now. Ooh, it's interesting that I said this week instead of right now. Anyway, maybe it is this week. 3 of Pentacles. Finding others to work with is a challenge. Finding others you want to build with. Why is the 3 of Pentacles a challenge? Switch cards. Why is the 3 of Pentacles a challenge? Okay, the 3 of Pentacles, finding others to work with is a challenge right now for you because I feel this worry in the past to work with others in business, in relationship, in family, coming together with others. There's this belief that you have that when you work with others, you have to do all the work. And you're no longer willing to be the one that does all the work, all the heavy pulling, all the heavy lifting, and get no reward for that, no additional compensation. I don't feel that that's true. I feel like there's a lack of trust, of fearfulness of what you can't see around the other person. You're a bit guarded, maybe a little paranoid here. Feels like you want to work with others and you don't want to work with others at the same time. So how about some clarifying this? Maybe you're learning discernment on who you should work with, who's for you. What is it that we need to know about this 3 of Pentacles? Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Looks like you have a picture, a belief that working with others can be chaotic and difficult and competitive, and you're wanting to let that go. it looks like you want to come together and work with people. It's interesting. It's like if there's no love, no opportunity, even though this is work, if there's no heart space, it feels like you're not as interested. You want something that's lasting. You're not looking for a get rich quick thing, because lasting is a sure thing. You'll know it when you see it. When the right opportunity comes in, you'll feel it because you've done a lot of self-reflection and you know what it is that you want. And whatever and whoever you work with, it's got to be fun. It's got to be something that's joyful and you enjoy doing. In this new energy, you can't punch a clock. It has to be something interesting, something you're curious about, something you're enjoying, you enjoy building, something that you can celebrate. If you're going to spend that much time and energy, it feels like it's got to be something you love. You're not looking for feels like you're very cautious of mental manipulation. You know, it sounds really good, but I'm going to sit with this and give it time. I'm not going to jump on something. I want to see if I can move this forward. Feels like you have this knowing that whatever you focus your attention on, you're going to be successful at. So you want it to be something that you really enjoy, something where you can be yourself. That yes, it's abundant, because that's your natural state of being. Love, abundance, success. You want something you can be proud of, and it's a part of who you are, something you can talk about, something you can share with others. There's something about really being ready to move something forward. And as you move forward, it moves towards you. What you want wants you. And when you start taking action, you can feel the flow of it is just like, oh, wow, this, huh? And it feels like it's something a lot easier and more fun than you thought it was going to be. I think there's a shift in your workspace. This feels like a shift in, and you don't see it coming. It's something very different than what you were expecting. And it looks like getting out of a mindset that it's this. This is how my money is going to come in. This one way. This is how my abundance, this is going to be my job. Feels like if you let that mindset go, you have this new beginning and you have fun and celebration and you're celebrated. So there's something shifting in your workspace. That's that spark in that card. And then feel like part of what this message, the message is coming in here is notice what's working and what isn't. Notice what you're enjoying doing and what you're not enjoying. Notice what's easy. I feel like you've been working on something for a long time and working really hard, but there's some little switch, something just a little different And it might, for some of you, it might be something very different than what you're doing. Something that you are also skilled at. Wow. All right. I'm not sure if you're still watching, then hopefully this resonated for you. I'd love to hear what this is, who this person is, the Empress in reverse, if that is someone, or if that's just a mother wound about competition, anxiety. Wow. All right, that's your reading. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.